From this it appears that God produces his effects according to his wisdom. For the will to act is moved by some apprehension. For the good apprehended is the object of the will. But God is active by will, as has been shown. Since then, there is nothing but intellectual apprehension in God, and let him understand nothing except by understanding himself, which to understand is to be wise. It is left that God works all things according to his wisdom. Again, every agent acts like himself. Wherefore it is necessary that each agent act according to the likeness of its effect, as fire heats according to the manner of its heat. But in every agent acting through the will as such, there is a similitude of its own effect, according to the apprehension of the intellect. For if, according to the disposition of nature, the similitude of the effect only existed in the voluntary agent, it would not act but one thing, because the natural reason of one is only one. Therefore, every voluntary agent produces an effect according to the nature of his understanding. But God acts by will, as has been shown. Therefore, through the wisdom of his intellect, he brings things into being. Further, according to the philosopher, in one metaphysics, it is wise to order. For the ordering of some things can only be done through the knowledge of the relation and proportion of the ordered to each other, and to something higher than that, which is their end. For the order of some is to one another, because of their order to the end. But to know the attitudes and proportions of some things to one another is only for those who have understanding. But to judge of some by reason is the most profound wisdom. And so it is necessary that every arrangement be made by the wisdom of some intelligent person. Wherefore also in mechanics, the orderers of buildings are said to be wise in that craft. Now the things which are produced by God have an order to one another that is not accidental, since it is always, or in the majority. And so it is clear that God brought things into existence by ordering them. God therefore by his wisdom brought things into being. Still, those things which are from the will are either doable, like the acts of the virtues, which are the perfections of the worker, or they pass into external matter, which are called doable. And so it is clear that things were created by God as they were made. Now as the philosopher says, the reason for doing things is art. Therefore all created things are compared to God, just as those created are compared to the craftsman. But the artist, through the order of his wisdom and understanding, brings art into being. Therefore God also made all creatures according to the order of his understanding. And this is confirmed by divine authority. For it is said in the Psalm, "You have done all things in wisdom," and Proverbs 3:19, "The Lord in wisdom founded the earth." By this, however, the error of some is excluded, who said that everything depends on the simple divine will without any reason.